Hey there, side-by-side trail mafia. So today we're doing a little bit of work on the side-by-side. I got the rear of the cage fully bolted up and ready to go on this. Today I'm going to be working on front windshield. I'm going to put half windshield on it, and then also some other stuff that I was looking at doing. So we'll get right into it. Alright, so first things first, got a nice big hole right here. Had to pull this all out. You can see a giant mess of wiring right there. That will all be getting redone. I'm actually preparing this up here. I'm actually going to build a custom battery tray up here underneath the front driver's seat. Right here is usually where the setup goes whenever you're doing these. I decided against putting it there because I actually have a little storage hatch right there. That allows me to put whatever I need in there. So I measured up this whole area right here. And in that area you have enough room for me to put two 500 amp lithium ion batteries. They are Noco batteries, are the ones that I'm getting them off Amazon. They're roughly 4.5 inches tall, around 5 inches long, and 4 inches wide. So with that being said, I can actually fit two perfectly in this area, and I'll have accessibility just by taking this cover off. But they should be no maintenance whatsoever. There will also be a battery isolation switch put on it, mounted back here. I haven't quite decided where I'm going to go at on that yet, but there's also going to be a dual battery set up on that. These will be wired in series, so that I would get plenty of amperage out of them. They will not be tied directly into the existing battery and stock wiring harness. The YXZ is going to run off of that. All my accessories are going to run off of these batteries right here, and it'll be charged through the battery isolation switch setup that I'm getting. As far as that goes, all this will be toned down. I got camera systems in there, rock light systems, all the wiring that I had in here. I got some relays in there. The original setup for my switches, that will still be there, but I'm also getting an aux beam 8-pod setup to run everything on, and that comes with its own self-contained fuse block and everything like that. That'll all get put in here as well. I did on the rear this mesh netting right here. This is just a Kenimoto mesh netting that I found. It's actually for Polaris Ranger. I got it still tied up on the roof. It's still sagging down there pretty good. It was the closest thing I could find to the length of my cage. It's pretty close. The only difference is on the top here. My cage narrows, whereas on the bottom it's actually the perfect size. Height is really good on that as well. I also have some of these Kenimoto triangle bags up here. So these, I just was mocking it up to look at it. I'm gonna have one in each corner right here because I'm gonna lose the center bag that I originally had here, and then I also have two roll bar bags that'll be put back here. Camera will be mounted in a similar location in this area that I had before. I also have the secondary camera that I have a mount coming for that will put it in this area back here. I haven't quite decided yet how I'm going to do that. The storage system in the back here will remain the same. Cooler in the center with the two ammo cans on each side. I got a new set of whips because these ones I rewired numerous times because they got destroyed in the accident that destroyed the cage. So cooler, ammo cans, and up here I actually bought an ATV basket for a front rack of an ATV. When I'm not running a spare tire on here, which I don't have right now, that's why I went to this point. When I don't have that spare tire, I will have the ATV basket up here as additional storage. because we're looking at doing some overlanding this year whenever we're out riding. As far as everything up here, I got these brackets. I've had these brackets for a while actually. I'm gonna actually mount 2 pods right here for driving light pods. I have the original little pods inside of here as it can because it was a limited edition. Also have the LED pods up front for the conversion I did on it. On top of all that, I have over here hiding in the corner is this 42-inch Nilight light bar. It's a curved light bar. It actually fits pretty much perfectly across the top of the machine right there, and that will be getting ready to go on as soon as the mounts come in. Kind of currently delayed on all of my stuff right now. Nothing's coming in. I'm waiting on Amazon for all that. This is something I've had for a while. This is Quad Boss, I believe is who made this one. It is a half windshield for a 2016 to 2018 YXZ. They actually shipped me the wrong one on this. I actually ordered the right one. They shipped the wrong one. I've had it sitting in a box for so long that I was unable to actually send it back. So I'm kind of stuck with that. So today I'm going to work on getting this installed, possibly getting the bags installed, and maybe work on camera mount. I also have air injection plates that I'm going to be looking at getting into since I have that whole area over there. The reason that was all taken out was because I'm preparing to put in 4-point harness. I got Pro Arm 4-point harnesses coming in, and then I actually have the pass-throughs that go into the seat that will be put into the stock seats. The stock seats are also going to get tore down and put heated seats in them, for, top and bottom heated seats, and go from there. So got a lot of work to do on this and go from there. As far as the back, I have the original pods sitting up here on right here. So these original pods actually worked really well. I have yet to decide where I'm going to put them, whether I put them right here or down here even. I gotta set everything in, get all of my storage put back here, and then see where they fit the best. But these pods have worked well the entire time. I may even get away from the pods. I have in this box up here, this is just random stuff I've had. I actually have, let me get this down. I actually have a small 20-inch light bar right here. These are the pods that are going to go in the front. They sent the wrong ones on that too, but it's okay on that. I have full wiring harness and everything on this, but I'm not going to use that. It's a full custom wiring harness. It's going to be going into this. It's going to be all taped up. Everything's going to be done right. Deutsch connectors, the whole 9 yards. As far as this, I may take this and mount it in this area right here. I don't have anything going in this area, so it wouldn't hurt much to have it here. If I put it there, I think it would look pretty nice and help me in that aspect, because rear light is always a thing. Putting them up higher always works out better, because the higher you have them, the easier it is to see. It illuminates an area of effect instead of a straight lower area like this. Problem with having them up there is if I had anybody behind me, I blind the living crap out of them. So I'm gonna actually get the table over here cleared off. It just has a bunch of stuff from the seat belt that I was tearing out, and I'm gonna mark out this windshield and get ready to start cutting it with the Dremel, because I had to cut it to the right size because the transmission hump, or not the transmission, the front hood right here, this has to go. If I cut this evenly across here, get rid of this whole area, I should be able to fit this on here. I'm gonna have to take the mounts loose on here so I can slide the windshield on. It's not gonna be perfect. This is a radius cage. It actually curves in the center, but I should be able to get this on there well enough that I don't have to make a custom windshield, because I don't know if you guys have looked up the cost of plexiglass since COVID, or even understand that for a sheet of plexiglass, it is very expensive. It may even get to the point when I put this on here, I may heat this up with a torch and allow it to conform to the cage and go from there. Because I do have in the cage, you'll see all the Allen head bolts. I actually have them running the whole way across and up there, and with that being done, I'm able to actually bolt a windshield to the cage is where it is, and go from there. So I'm gonna get set up and get this all marked out and get it set up for cutting, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I got it all laid out right here. Got a nice line right here. Got the drum all set up over there. Got my safety glasses. No safety squints on this one, but I'm gonna get this cut out. I'm gonna put you guys over here on the tripod, and you can watch this. Probably go terribly wrong, but at this point, I'm not gonna be able to resell this windshield. So there's just nobody looking for a 2016, 2018 windshield, and we'll just see what happens. It's the worst that happens, I destroy it and have to make something else happen. Anything's better than letting this thing rot in the corner, I guess. So let me get this cut. I'll get you guys put up in the stand. We'll go from there. Now, got it all cut up. I'm gonna leave the tape on it now, just in case I gotta cut some more. Preferred way of doing this jigsaw, I just don't have one right now. So, I'm gonna go get this set up on the machine and see how it looks. Be back in a minute. Oh, that thing goes fine. I had this all recorded and then it just shut off on me. So I got this put on there. It seems like it's lining up pretty good. I'm definitely gonna have to get a torch out on this, or a heat gun, and hit this with a heat gun or a torch and just allow it to bend to the cage. This center bar right here is not lining up the way I wanted it to, and also these corners down here, I don't want to get rid of these corners. I think if I heat it up in the center right here, I don't have my heat gun with me right now. If I heat it up enough that it allows it to conform to this part of the cage, I think it'll be fine. And then I don't even need to rely on the original mounting hardware that this would have came with at this point. I think with this, I can actually use the existing hardware that's with the cage. These things are kind of in the way. Yeah, so I see that being fine. There's going to be a gasket over it. You may have some leakage through here, but that's just what these do. There's no way to, like, they all bow down in the center right there. I have the gasket I can put on it and check, but what I'm looking at is, with all this, I think this will line up fine. I think that'll line up fine. I think it's gonna end up being heated up with a heat gun and go from there and see what it does. I don't have my heat gun on me right now. so it's gonna have to be another day deal. But I like the way it's looking, and a little change of pace. I'm gonna have to come back and touch on this again and hit on another time. I think I'm gonna get the air injection plates. I got them right here in the box. I got a Weller set. I think I'm gonna get the Weller set of injection manifold plates put on there and go from there. So give you a little change of pace here. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, so I got that fairly cleaned up. Sprayed it to hell and back with some brake clean. Actually gonna hit it again while I'm sitting here. It looks a lot dirtier than what it actually is. I haven't had a chance to wash this thing. Kind of hard to wash this all in the middle of winter. So I'm just dousing it in brake clean right now. I'm just trying to get all the heavy debris out of here. So let that dry off for a second. Got a rag here. I know I'm gonna have to get in here and disconnect these hoses. So I'd rather get them out of the way. So that actuator is going away right here. The hoses going here and here, and the one going all the way to the air box gone. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of troubleshooting on them to see how the best way to get them out of there is. That connector has I have a cap for it I gotta put in, and then these two plates come off the engine, and the block offs go on there, and then that gets capped up way over there, and then these have plates on it. Makes it for a lot cleaner of a look. So we'll get over here. I'll show you what they got in the box. So I went with Weller whenever I did this because I was buying a bunch of stuff off of Weller when I did it. It doesn't matter, they make them pretty much for anybody. You can get them, Casey Hawk has them, Alba has them, there's a bunch of stuff. But I got the WR plates, Weller Racing, and so it comes with a couple zip ties. The zip tie wires out of the way. This is for the airbox. This is for the connector to the air injection, and then these are your plates. You reuse the existing hardware when it comes to the plates, and then it has this wonderful instruction booklet here. Let's see if I can get them opened up. I looked at this kit for my body. I've had this kit for probably a year now, and I just haven't done it. And it has this wonderful diagram, tells you exactly where everything is, how to block it off, everything like that. I'm assuming this is probably better meant to do whenever you have the bed off and all this other stuff, and this is probably more designed towards a 2016 to 2018, made it a little bit easier to get in there without the radiator, but it's same basic deal on that. So I'm gonna get set up. I'm gonna try to get light in there so you guys can see and I can see, and then we'll go from there. All right, be back. All right. Okay. And that's out of there. Okay. Just so everybody knows, these are a 5mm Allen head. So that's supposed to stay with it. I'm not sure if you can tell that. So you get that popped off. so I can get these block off plates put on. There it goes. Oh man, she's stuck on there. Yeah, it should look like that whenever you take it off. And then this piece right here is actually the seal for it. If you do not use this and get it off, it will cause issues. So I'm gonna clean any dirt I got on it from prying at it and dropping it. We don't want that dirt in the engine. Alright, so nice clean plate on that one. Right, now, on the side. Okay, almost ready. So the whole point of this modification isn't the power or anything like that. It's a small piece of this is very so you know you put down 270 foot pounds, that way, so not very valuable. I only have quarter, so we're going to do that too. And just think about that, man. Put it on. I will probably make sure it still runs, there's no issues. But, alright, now we're ready. So, I'm going to throw the process on the second one. I'll bring that back in. Probably already made this one and the other one. So, we got to go. Alright, both bolts out. Alright. That looks a lot prettier. Now I gotta get all this jumbled mess out of here. And go from there. I'm gonna work on getting that hose clamp on the other side off because I'm not gonna be able to get to it with you guys here. And then I'll bring you guys back. Alright. Well, that was a little bit more of a chore than I bargained for, but I got the air injection system out. All the racing plates are put in, the nipples put on top there. Much cleaner look. Looks like you can get a lot more access right here. Spark plug makes it a lot easier. You gotta remember, normally there'd be a panel right here, but anything that gives you access to your spark plug is a good thing, and makes it easier to work on. So I am happy with these. All nice and pretty. I'll get that oil cleaned up and then move on from there. But as far as that goes, this is all I have for today. We got more stuff coming tomorrow and so on. So here's what I removed. You have to use the existing clamp off of this one right here to attach the nipple to the block up to the airbox. And then these two clamps are still left on there. These plates are no longer needed. I'm going to just store them in the box that I got the block off plates in, just in case I need them at any time in the future. Actually got to start this thing up and make sure it still runs. The first time I started this thing up in a long time actually. So let's just get in here. And success on that point. So keep an eye out for more videos. I'm going to finish up this windshield in a video. The light bar mount's going to be a video. The pod lights are going to be in one of the videos. I got whips, rear lights, a bunch of other stuff I gotta get set up on this, and go from there. But still got a lot of content coming in on this. Got bags, custom stereo that I gotta get put in this thing, because I had those speakers in it right there. Those are ultra low profile pile marine speakers, and they worked great when I had them in here. Also, the rear speakers right there have to go back on somewhere. I gotta figure out where I'm putting them, and then so on and so forth as far from there. And I just got a bunch of other stuff that I gotta get put on this thing. I'm still waiting on a lot of it to come in the mail at this point, so the more that comes in, the more that I'll get installed. But I'm kind of at a standstill right now. I can't do nothing without the mounts for the light bar. I can do the windshield, and I'm waiting on everything else. I can't do the pods until I get the windshield done. And then I have this giant pile of wire over here in my box. That right there is a whole new wiring harness, accessory wiring harness for this that I'm gonna make up. But I gotta get to that point. Still waiting on the Deutsch connectors, everything like that. They get the seatbelt removed from the passenger side. Those seats are gonna be their own video probably. Cutouts for the harnesses, wiring up and installing heated seats, and getting the harnesses installed. So that's going to be its own thing. The batteries coming in, it should be next week hopefully. When those come in, I'll get them put in. Those whips are junk, so I gotta get that going. Still got a few things that I'm gonna try to sell. I did sell a lot of the stuff already to a buddy of mine that has it. So at that point, I hope you guys liked the video. Still a lot more content coming in on this, and I gotta wait for parts. Unfortunately, that's where it's at. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll stay tuned and see the rest of this build happen up to the point where I start riding again. And I'm itching to go riding, so I'm gonna try to do everything I can to get this thing going. So guys, like, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Other than that, have a good day, Side by Side Mafia. See you later.